Do you think that Ten Hag's job is at risk?
I don't. I don't know. Had we lost to Liverpool on Sunday and took a slacking, like a proper, battering, even if it was 3-0, but we were just under the cosh for 90 minutes, then no. Then yes, possibly. But I don't think Ten Hag's job's under risk. One of the things why, and it's not even a footballing reason, I don't think the owners care at the moment. No. They're waiting to see Ineos come in.
Okay, but what about if we extend this a bit? So you can extrapolate from where we are to Ineos coming in, Jim Ratcliffe coming in, their new approach. Because then it
one
becomes
of the things
Potter,
that could happen is Potter's been linked, which
it makes sense though. It's a weird one, but it makes sense because of Ineos.
But if Ineos come in and they meet Ten Hag and they have all these discussions with him and they go, actually, this isn't working, we don't get on, then I can understand it because you need to get on with your manager, right? But right now, for me, especially after what Ten Hag did last season, I think the consensus, especially from the match-going fan base, they're still firmly behind him. Online, you get that wild, wild west of opinions and it's all like, either in or out and all that. But I think there's a lot of the fan base that are still behind him because we realise the issues are much further above him. And we want to see him given time. And I would like to see him given time with that new ownership structure to see if that could, maybe help things. Because one of the big problems that we've had under him is he's been responsible for all the recruitment. And that's not good.
But in a way, look, I appreciate what you're saying. It's not good when you look at the complexity and the entire club.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to the club. And we are sponsored by Super 6. And listen to this. Super 6 could be giving away £1 million at the weekend, and it could be going to you if you play Super 6. The link's in the description below. You have to be over 18. It is free to play. And it's this simple. 6 scores, predict them correctly, and you could win £1 million at the weekend. It has rolled over. It has gone big. It is massive. So make sure you're getting involved in downloading Super 6, and you could be a millionaire this Christmas. Now, enjoy this clip.
But for him, it's good.
To an extent, but you got to remember, he comes from a club in Ajax. They had Mark Overmars above him. You had Henry Van der Sar there. You had a footballing institution there. And they're run like a footballing institution. So when they're making signings, it's not all on the manager, right? He was making them signings because the football institution at Ajax decided they were good players for Ajax. And then he worked with them at Ajax.
Yeah.
He never made those signings at Ajax.
No, but he liked them. Look,
but it's like, let's say example, you've got a show next week.
Yeah.
And you can't get me and Buvey, who are the best in the business, because we're not available.
Yeah.
So then you go, right, who are the people you're going to call first? The people you know, right?
Ogden.
You know him.
Yeah.
You got him in your phone number.
Yeah.
He's good, though.
Yeah.
Ten Hag ain't phoning Fogden.
I do know what you're saying, Ed, right? But for Ten Hag, in terms of what Ten Hag would need to make him the best, it's probably the best for him. I appreciate it might not be the best for Manchester United, but Ten Hag should be making it work with players that are designed for him.
Yes and no. Because the club should also have a long-term strategy in place, right? And we've seen in the past, like Mourinho comes in, he's got a mismatch of Moyes, Fergie, this, that. Like at Bayern Munich, let's use Bayern Munich as an example. They have chopped and changed managers as much as Manchester United, right? But because their recruitment's been good, when they had Nagelsmann, they didn't sign loads of players from Leipzig because Nagelsmann was there.
Yeah.
They had a structure which meant the next manager that comes in got Sane. Carney, they got all these like quality players in place because of
Carney,
Kane, innit?
Oh,
Sane,
right.
Carney, and Mane. Come on, man, get with it. It's Christmas, bro.
Go and give this geezer an espresso. No, but overall,
I don't think his job's at risk. No,
good.
Do you think his job? Because
I do. I think
I believe managers should always be given time. Like when you talk about whoever I say,
he'll see the season out 1,000,000%.
Not a million.
Seeing the season out, I don't know.
No.
I think he'll see the season out.
Like if we lost against Liverpool 6-0.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
But United, they have these rocky patches and they're undeniable. They're really, the lows that you've had this season are so poor. It's embarrassing. But then you had these weird middle grounds where you win 6 in a row in the league and win Manager of the Month. It's not the standard that you deserve as a Man United fan or the club, deserves because of the weight of the club. But you'll somehow come 5th. Trust me. They'll grind it out.
I feel like Ten Hag's.
By the way, when I
time
told
is
you
done.
we'd finish above Spurs earlier,
Yeah, you said
you
no.
told me wrong.
No, I'm saying no.
You don't know what day it
So
is.
where are Spurs finishing if
You
we
don't know
finish
what-
fifth?
maybe
You
fourth.
don't know what
maybe
day
fourth.
it is. You said
Well, you said Villa
You
fourth.
said Villa fourth.
Huh?
You said Villa fourth.
When?
Earlier.
Yeah, things have. I've watched some football recently.
Things
and
have changed
have
in the
changed.
last 20 minutes.
What he said,
Brentford, minutes a minute.
every minute's a minute.
Yeah, everything
You
changes.
You just literally say what's in your head at the time, don't you?
Yeah.
So a minute ago we went.
You've got to live in the present moment, Royce. The history's gone. The history. We can never go back in time.
This is the same podcast.
It's not back to the future. Yeah, the podcast is different now.
This is the
Since we
same
started it. You know, it's not what we back to the future. The crazy science is
In this
going back in
podcast,
time.
20 minutes ago.
What are we doing
20
here?
minutes ago in this podcast.
Yeah, things have
you said
changed.
that Tottenham will finish above Manchester United.
Look,
20
I'm
minutes
saying they're in a
later, you said
competition.
Manchester United are going to finish fourth.
Yeah, but you never know where Spurs will finish. But ultimately, Man United, they have a platform, and it's a boring one, but they can grind out results. They nearly won the FA Cup last season. They won the League Cup. You know,
Movie never change.
no, but
Never change.
he's not going to get sacked
Wait,
before May.
no, he's
Mark
not
my
gonna get
words.
sacked. I agree.
Mark my
20
words.
minutes ago on the same podcast, you changed your mind.
Huh? There's a world you
It's why I
compete with
say
Spurs.
so confidently, we finish above Spurs.
Yeah, okay.
It's like how we finished above Newcastle last year. It was like, wait, what? United finished above Newcastle. They were crap.
Have you been on
what was
Australian TV anytime lately?
No, I've not actually, because I've been predicting Spurs correctly to be getting back into a bit of form. They look good against Nottingham Forest. Kulizeski. The thing about Spurs' win against Forest is Forest got the worst keeper in the league in Turner, by far one of the worst keepers I've ever seen in this division. But you know, he helped Spurs get a decent
That
win.
was the reason that Arsenal ended up getting Raya, isn't it?
Well, because Turner wasn't good enough.
Like, yeah, because Turner wanted to go and
Yeah,
play.
Turner's rubbish anyway, so he wouldn't have started for any. He's honestly,
Do you think
if
he's that
Forest
bad?
get relegated
It's
and
Turner.
they're in a battle, it's because honestly the keeper. It's like Leicester City's keeper last season. I forgot who it was, Hamer or something.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
I liked Leicester's centre half last year. Do you remember that phase?
Yeah, Fayez. Well,
Yeah,
Fayez.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
still there. He's playing well actually.
Yeah.
But,
He had a nightmare at Anfield, didn't he?
Yeah.
Scored like
Scored
3
2
own goals or something
Yeah.
stupid like that.
Yeah.
The last person to score that many own goals at Anfield was Jamie Carragher.
Yeah. Where do you think they finish? Where do you think they finish this season, Tottenham?
I'm not saying because I don't want to go on national TV with you.
No, I don't want to go on
And
national
they didn't
TV
even
with
pay
you.
me to be on the national
No,
TV.
I don't want to go on with you.
No, but you enjoy being
hang
on
a
that
minute.
clip.
Tottenham
No,
finished
hang on.
below
I know
Man
this is a
United.
podcast, but it's also being filmed. Cut to Buvey single because I don't want to be on this clip.
Yeah, I don't want to be on this.
Just
clip.
cut to
That's
Buvey
me.
only.
I
Okay.
think Spurs will finish in the top half. Cut to Adam.
Okay, top half is low.
I'll tell you,
So
this.
that is actually
I'll
going to go
say
on.
it with my chest. I don't mind being on Australian TV. I wasn't on there last time because I said Andrew do all right. So this is where I get myself on Australian TV. Man United finish above Spurs. That's what's going to happen.
Wow.
Spurs are going to bottle it. They're going to finish about 8th. Chelsea might even finish above Spurs.
No, we can't, sadly. I did think.
I'll tell
we
you who
would,
finished
but
above Spurs. Newcastle, Man United, and West Ham.
West Ham won't finish above Tottenham.
No, they do.
You won't finish above Spurs.
I think
We
Tottenham,
will.
Tottenham
when
finished,
Madison's back,
Tottenham finished
Mate,
6th or
watch.
7th.
Van de Ven.
Watch. Don't worry about that. Don't. It's Spurs, man.
In a Spurs Man United combined 11, you only get 3 or 4 players in that 11.
We keep talking about that, but it's fine. We'll finish above him again. Easy.
No, I don't know.
I hope you're right.
Because you know what it is?
It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Actually,
It
would be
starts off like a house on fire, like it did on that.
Everyone.
Everyone,
lads. It's Tottenham.
Nuno,
funny. Yeah,
Jose, Conte. Eventually, they get bored of it.
falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think constitutes success for Tottenham this season? Top 4? Obviously, Europa League, is that success?
Europa League.
Conference League, is that success?
Being in Europe's a success for Spurs, yeah.
What about a good run in a cup? They're a great cup team.
Well, I mean, they
apparently.
got dumped out of the League Cup after the first round. they were in, didn't
Fulham.
No, but they're a great cup team. You never met a Tottenham fan. They're a great cup team.
Yeah, they won the FA Cup in the 60s, didn't
No,
they?
they're a great cup team. When the year ends in 1
Yeah,
and all that. They got a
1961.
song about it.
1891.
When the year ends in 1, they win the cup. They are a great cup
they?
team.
They've got another 8 years to go.
Yeah, we're going into
And they didn't.
2034 Roars.
They didn't win it the last time either, or the time before that, or the time before that. Yeah, but they are a great cup team, and any Tottenham fan you ever meet will tell you that they're a great cup team.
Yeah.
What else do they need realistically, Tottenham? Like, I just don't have it. I just don't think that they're any good. I really don't. I don't think he's any good, and he could be famous last words, but I think Postecoglou's fine.
In the
but
top 5?
No,
I think they come 5th.
I think
Not
they
gonna
come
finish-
6th or 7th.
Maybe 6th.